Hey guys, what's going on? I haven't done a video in a really long time, but normally I like to do videos anytime that I do crucial updates to my PC. I haven't done one in a really long time. I've actually got a new GPU, I put new RAM in, I put a new cooler in, but today I actually got a new motherboard, I got a new CPU, so I'm basically going to have to rip everything apart, and I figured, why not film it? Now the CPU that I went with is the AMD 5800X. And I actually have two of these boxes, and that's because I ordered one through Amazon for 250 bucks. And an empty box came in, but luckily Amazon was pretty cool about it. Let me do a refund for that because it actually worked out, because that day I was going to Micro Center and I got a 5800X for actually 200 bucks. So these things normally retail for like, I don't know, 450 bucks, something like that. 200 bucks, that's a pretty good steal. And since I saved a bunch of money on that, what I did is I got this motherboard on eBay. As you can see, the brown box. Brown box is not always a great idea. So what I did is I got this guy, certified refurbished, make sure it's certified, off of eBay. And this guy is the Asus ROG Strix B550F gaming motherboard. Again, got it for 100 bucks on eBay. It is certified refurbished. They did check it out, make sure that everything worked with it. This is exactly how it came. No accessories, no Wi-Fi antenna, which I'm kind of upset about. Not because I would use Wi-Fi on it. Obviously, it's got a 2.5 gig network port. But it does help to have the Wi-Fi adapter for things like Bluetooth controllers, like the Xbox controller and stuff like that. Because even though keyboard and mouse is always going to be the best, there is some games that where you just want to play on a controller. But the cool thing is they actually sent me a flash drive with this guy. And the reason behind this is we're going to need this, because this motherboard right here does not support the 5800X out of the box. The BIOS has to be updated. Normally when you have to do a BIOS update, you have to have the CPU that the BIOS will work with in order to update the BIOS. But because we're using Asus, it has the Asus BIOS flashback feature, to where the only thing that you need is power to the board and a USB stick. So we're going to bank on that guy and kind of see how that goes. Have I tried it before with just the USB stick? No, but it's 100 bucks. Alright, so I'm going to get this USB stick ready. We're going to tear apart the computer and see what happens. Alright, so I got everything ready. I have my PC up here. We're going to dismantle this guy. We're going to take out the CPU and the motherboard. The motherboard and the CPU is actually from 2014, so it's getting pretty old. I don't even think RGB RAM was really a big thing back then, because I cannot control that RAM with this motherboard. It's just not compatible at all. The RAM will work, but the motherboard just does not like it. It also has slots for 8 sticks of RAM, and we're only using 2 now. It's kind of disappointing. It looked a lot better when it had all those sticks of RAM in there. But yeah, we're basically reusing everything except for the CPU and the motherboard, and just getting a lot more up to date. So let's go ahead and break this guy down and start to get work. Oh, and while you work, don't forget your coffee, which you can drink out of a ClarkeAfterDark mug. Available in the store. Link in the description. Alright, so I pretty much got everything ready to go. The only thing I got left is to clean the thermal paste off of the AIO. And the way that I normally do this is a coffee filter. If you guys have a coffee filter, great way to do it. Doesn't leave a lot of lint and stuff behind. But if you don't have a coffee filter, what you might have is these little wipes. Lens wipes are actually pretty good. They don't leave a lot of fibers behind most of the time. They're alcohol, so they don't damage electronics. It all wipes off, it all dries up. You're pretty much good to go with that. Now that'll normally get it cleaned off pretty good. I would also recommend Arctic Clean. It's a 2-part solution. A citrus cleaner that'll break down all the thermal compound left on there. And then you have a thermal purifier, which is basically just some alcohol. That way it cleans it up real nice. Make it all nice and shiny. Make sure that you get a really good bond with the thermal paste. And if you get it cleaned up pretty good, it should be pretty shiny. Shouldn't see any kind of thermal paste goop left over. And we're going to keep on going. Also, how much do you guys trust a quality control sticker? When it says HX1000i here and HX750i here. Came that way out of the box, brand new. This is a long time ago. Don't even know if they still make these guys. It's when Corsair Link first became a thing. So yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments. But let's keep going. Alright, so I'm pretty much done. The cable management is... It's in there. It's there. It's managed. Panel, you know, goes on. Do you have to push it a little bit? Just a little. You know, snaps on. It's fine. You know, it's not that big of a deal. You know, give it a little wipe down, because you know the whole PC still has to be wiped down pretty good. But anyways, what does it look like on the other side? Volume. I think that turned out too bad. There is a couple things in here that I think is kind of stupid on the motherboard layout, but we'll go over that in another video. These wires, a little slagging. I'm going to have to do something with that. I don't like that. And then this guy. Are we going to keep the back fan? That's the real question, because it blocks the RGB Asus logo. So we'll see how I feel about that later. But other than that, it's done. We got to get the BIOS update, and hopefully that works, and we better roll.